So this is a 3 marks derivation. So you have to derive the relation between angular acceleration and linear acceleration. So just imagine in a circular path, a particle is moving in this circular path with a uniform circular motion. So if a particle is at this position, let us imagine A. If it is moving in the circular path, means it is having a acceleration. Which acceleration? Centripetal acceleration, because it is bending towards this center of the circle. So these questions only I am asking. In a first class test I was asked. So in a circular motion, object is moving. The object is moving with a constant velocity or a uniform velocity. Does the particle having any acceleration? Yes, it is having an acceleration, because velocity is changing in circular motion. Velocity means what? It is having both the magnitude and the direction. Magnitude means the speed will be same, but the direction is changing. Direction change aitandre velocity change agutta. Then it having a acceleration. Very simple concept, right? So here the particle is moving in the circular path of radius r and having a angular acceleration alpha, because it is moving in a circular path. Now you know the formula for instantaneous acceleration for linear. So linear instantaneous acceleration formula ಏನ್ರಿ? A is equals to dv by dt. So here d by dt can be write as it is, and here v value can be replaced by r omega. R omega ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ v. Just write here instead of v r omega. R is constant. With any point, you can consider any point, radius will be same. It does not changing with respect to time. Artha agtidena? Radius is always constant. Then remaining thing will be d omega by dt. And d omega by dt, omega is angular velocity. So this angular velocity is changing with respect to time, means you will get a angular acceleration alpha. That is d omega by dt is equals to alpha. So this is the relation between linear acceleration and angular acceleration, and r is constant here. Is it clear? Next, centripetal acceleration, very important definition and derivation for 3 marks and 5 marks. So centripetal acceleration. So if any particle it is moving towards the center of this gravity, means we can call it as a centripetal acceleration. So a particle A is moving. In this particle there is acceleration is producing. How? It is moving, the direction is changing. Idr direction illa change agtade. So see here direction is changing. E direction change agtade, illi direction change agtide. Artha agtidena? So acceleration is vector quantity. Vector antandre ಏನೇನಿರುತ್ತೆ? Magnitude and direction. So magnitude ಅಂದ್ರೆ 5 meter per second ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಇಂದ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, but there is no direction. In circular motion or circular path, if particle is moving in its direction, ಈ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗಿದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇದರ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದರ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಎರಡರೊಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ನೌನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ acceleration. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾತ್ along with the radius of this circle and towards the center of the circular path is known as a centripetal acceleration. Note down, the acceleration produced in a particle, that particle should have a uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion means speed will be constant and that acts along a radius and towards the center of the circular path is known as a centripetal acceleration. If it is moving away from the center of circle, ಈ ತರ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ centrifugal force ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, that is imaginary force. In next concept we will discuss about a centrifugal also. Right? Copied mark? All of you taken? So now we are going to derive a very important derivation, that is derivation or a expression for a centripetal acceleration. Vinu, take a photo. Let us go. ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ. ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ರೆಡಿ? ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್? ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫೋನ್. Right. Expression for centripetal acceleration. So you are going to derive the expression for or equation for a centripetal acceleration, that is AC. A suffix C. C is for centripetal, A and acceleration. Sometimes they may ask for 3 marks or 5 marks. Fixed question, very important. Right here. So draw along with me only. First we'll draw the diagram. Imagine there is a circular path. Sorry, aita? Right. So this circular path having the center O. So if any particle is moving in this circular path, means it is having a uniform circular motion. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಈ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೋಷನ್. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಎ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಈಸ್ at this position. Let us take it as a point A at a time t seconds. At a time t seconds, the particle is at this point A. Just join from center of O to this point A. So particle at position A indicates the position vector by R. Vector R. ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಪಿಟಲ್ acceleration. So please concentrate here, all of you. Draw the diagram along with me only. So here is a circular path and particle is at point A. ಈ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಟೈಮ್ t ತಗೊಳ್ತದೆ, ಹೌದಾ? So next, at another time the particle will be at a position B at a time t plus delta t. Particle A position ಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಳುತ್ತಾ? t. At point B ಇದ್ದಾಗ t plus delta t. And this position vector can be written as a r dash. R ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ position vector of point A, r dash ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ position vector of B at a time t plus delta t. If you join, if particle is moving from A to B means, just draw the line, that is displacement vector. So how it is moving? From A to B. You can draw the line. Arrow mark is very important. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? Point A to point B. Let us take it as a delta R. Delta R is what? Displacement vector. R and R dash are position vectors. And two position vectors are there. Then angle will be, let us take it as a theta. Theta is the angle between two position vectors. Just draw the bisector which divide the displacement vector, that is delta R. Look at the board, all of you. If particle is at A position, what is the velocity of the particle A? If position A ಒಳಗಿದ್ದಾಗ the velocity in this direction. Exactly at this point, the particle having the velocity in this direction. Let us take it as a V. Velocity vector V. Next, at this point, ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತದ? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡ್ರಾ ದ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟಚಸ್ ದ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾತ್. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಏನಾರು ತೆಗಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರಾ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎ ಇಂದ ಈ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಟಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ವಿ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್. ವಿ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಬಿ ಅಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ t ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ t. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So this is about a diagram. Let us take it as a figure A. Now Another diagram I am going to draw. Just look at the board. This vector v dash and this vector v. ಎರಡನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋತೀನಿ. I am applying the parallel shift. So vector v dash ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ parallel shift, same direction. Just draw here. This is what v dash. Next take this one v. Particle a velocity ಏನದ, just replace here parallel shift. ಇದನ್ನ ತಂದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. Just draw here. This will be v. If you join, let us name it as a p, q. Let us take it as a c. So this pq indicates what? Change in velocity from p to q. So particle first position at a, velocity having v, and after time t plus delta t, it is changing velocity v dash. Then these two can be written as a delta v. Delta v is what? Change in velocity. The direction is from p to q. And here two velocity vectors are there. Then angle will be theta. अर्थ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ना? Let us take it as a figure b. See here, direction of this delta v. Delta v is what? Change in velocity. The direction is towards the center of the circular path. ಇಲ್ಲಿ center point ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So it is towards the center of the circular path. Then acceleration is along the direction of dv. Always acceleration direction, that is average angular acceleration is in the direction of delta v. ಇದರ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ದೊಳಗೆ ಏನಿರ್ತದ? acceleration direction ಇರ್ತದ. This indicates the acceleration direction. So diagram understand ಆಯ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? Can I explain once or it is clearly understood? ಈ diagram ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ next ಎಲ್ಲ understand ಆಗ್ತದ ನಿಮಗೆ. Right, all of you stop writing, listen carefully. Just draw the circular path. It is having circular path ಅಂದ್ರೆ center point ಇರುತ್ತಾ? So any point you can consider. Just I am considering that this is a point A. Point A ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ particle will be present at this point A with respect to time t seconds. If you join from center of this circular path to position A, ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? Position vector of this point A. Particle having a position vector at point A. Let us take it as a R. Position vector R. Next, at after some time, the particle will reach us from A to B. This point. If you join at this point B, to reach particle from point A to point B, it will take a time t plus delta t. Already certain time ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತದ. Next ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ extra time, that is t plus delta t. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? And this can be taken as a r dash. First position vector is taken as a r and another is r dash. These two position vector making an angle theta. Right. So particle A to B move ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? There is a displacement vector. Join A to B. Direction ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ? A to B. A ಇಂದ B move ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Then right here this AB indicates what? Delta R. Delta R is the displacement vector. R and R dash are the position vectors. So if you draw the line that divides the displacement vector, right, this completes the circular path. Now velocity, we are discussing about the velocity. At this point A, if particle having a velocity means in which direction? Just draw the tangent to this point in this direction. Let us call it as a vector v. At this point, the particle having a velocity in which direction? Tangent draw ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಟಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. That is the tangent. This is the point P. Let us take it as a v dash. Vector v dash. Point A ಇದ್ದಾಗ v ಇರುತ್ತೆ, point B ಇದ್ದಾಗ velocity v dash. ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಈ ತರ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ, at particularly this point direction ಬರಿಬೇಕು. That's it. Now take these two vectors v and v dash, make a triangle here. Just parallel shifting ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ನ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಟು ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಹಿಯರ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಸೇಮ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ velocity vector v. If you join these two v and v dash, v ಇಂದ v dash move ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, means the direction will be in this direction only, that is delta v. Let us take it as a p, q and c, and this is the angle v and v dash making an angle theta. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? Now see the direction of this delta v. Delta v is what? Change in velocity. Change in velocity is direction is towards the center of the circle. Exactly idar center point ide. Hauda? So delta v yavaglu average acceleration direction is same as that of the change in velocity. Ee direction dolagana acceleration irutte. Is it clear? Diagram is clear to all? Enadru difficulty ide? Reply me dear students. Now it is clearly understood. Right. Now write explanation. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ಭಾಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಲೆಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನೇ 2-3 ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರಿತೀನಿ. ಆರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬಿ ದ ವಾಟ್? ಆರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಆರ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಆರ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಆರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? R and R dash be the, note down, position vectors of a particle. That particle is moving in a circular path. Particle moving in a circular path of radius r. Next, let v and v dash, vector v and vector v dash be the enavu velocities of particle at positions A and B in time t and right, good, t plus delta t, super, as shown in the figure A. Completed. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದ? Simple. R and R dash be the position vector of the particle that moving in a circular path that having a radius r. V and V dash be the velocity of the particle at a positions, mention the positions A and B in time t and t plus delta t, as shown in figure A. Now continue. Now we will consider a figure B. By seeing figure B, can you apply triangle law of vector addition? ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನೆನಪಿದೆ triangle law of vector addition? Continue. From figure B, by applying, what you are applying? Triangle law of vector addition. Triangle law of vector addition. Dear students, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೇ ಇದೆ, just concentrate here. This is figure B. You are going to apply triangle of vector addition. So how you are going to apply? You have to see the direction. So two vectors, here three vectors are there, V, V dash, delta V. If two vectors having the same direction, then the third side will be in the opposite direction. See the direction. So first vector V and the second vector. These two are in the same direction and this one is the opposite direction. Then you can write V plus delta V is equals to V dash. ಬರಿಬೋದಾ? No need to draw this one. ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Right? CP plus PQ, that gives CQ vector size. Now PQ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ CQ send this CP to right side what you will get CP now PQ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು delta V is equals to V dash minus V let us call it as a equation number 1 any doubts up to here ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಬಹಳ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಇಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಶನ್ it is clear now tell me what is the direction of this delta V direction of delta V is towards the center of the circle right the direction of delta V is towards the center of the circle then write the average acceleration of the particle average acceleration of the particle is yaar ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ average acceleration what is the formula a average is equals to delta V divided by delta t average you are going to take a average here average means change in velocity v2 minus v1 with respect to time interval this is the expression for average acceleration let us call it as a equation number 2 now tell me what is the direction of average acceleration here direction of average acceleration is same as that of delta V the direction of average acceleration is same as that of delta V up to this point it is clear to all next ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ see the diagram AOB one triangle ಇದೆ CPQ another triangle is there if two triangles are isosceles triangle ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ angle plus vertex ಏನಿರುತ್ತಾ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ then we call it as a isosceles triangle so ಎರಡು triangle similar ಇದ್ದಾಗ we can take the ratio of base length and side length right note here if triangles first one yaudri AOB see the diagram AOB right here AOB and another triangle is PCQ or which triangle isosceles triangle because they are having same vertex and angle theta therefore these two triangles are similar if two triangles are similar means we can take the ratio of base length to the side length to each other right here therefore ratio of base length to the side length of the one triangle is equals to another triangle base length andre this is the base A to B base length to the divided by this length or this length you can take anything so that ratio is equals to another triangle of base length and side length base length andre idu delta V here delta R so ಸೈಡ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ದ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? ರೈಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಎರಡು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ AOB ಅಂಡ್ PCQ. So these two triangles are isosceles triangle because these two are similar triangles because they are having a same vertex and a same angle. That's why if two triangles are similar means we can compare the ratios of two triangles. How we are going to compare? The base of the triangle to the side of the triangle, that equals to base of the triangle equals to side of the triangle. Right here for this triangle, first triangle AOB, delta V divided by V. This is equals to this triangle base is, sorry, this is R, position vector R. Once again, in this triangle, this indicates a position vector, this indicates a velocity vector. So in position vector, delta R upon R, vector R, and here delta V upon V, delta V upon V. Base to the side ratios ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿ? Now this can be written as, ಇದು R ಅನ್ನು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ R upon R, delta V upon V. ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ delta V ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, magnitude of delta V. Then shift this V to left side. What you will get? Delta V is equals to, see here, magnitude of vector can be written as simply V. ಬರೀಬಹುದಾ? V divided by R, magnitude of R. ಹಿಂದಿನ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾವ. So what you got here? Magnitude of delta V is equals to V by R into magnitude of delta R. Let us call it as a equation number 2 na 3 na? I think it is 3. Right. Now magnitude of average acceleration is, magnitude of average acceleration can be written as magnitude of delta V divided by delta T. Equation number 2. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ? average acceleration. ಇವಾಗ magnitude ಬೇಕಾಗೈತಿ. That's why take a mod. So here delta V value you know from this equation 3. Just take and substitute there. What you will get? Delta V ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ V upon R into magnitude of delta R divided by delta T. Or you can write average acceleration is equals to V by R into delta R divided by delta T. Equation number 4. Any doubt? Just equation 2 ಒಳಗಡೆ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. That's it. When, take a condition, delta T tends to 0, then arc of AB becomes, magnitude of delta R can be written as V into delta T. ಬರಿಬಹುದಾ? Because velocity is equals to what? Displacement divided by time. Just shift this time to right side. What you will get? Magnitude of delta R is equals to V into delta T. So condition is what? Delta T tends to 0 means take a limit, or limit of delta T tends to 0, then you can write this here, V is equals to magnitude of delta V divided by delta T. ಇದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. V as it is ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇಟ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. delta R divided by delta T. Now apply the limit. What is that? Delta V divided by delta T. Call it as equation number 5. Now take a instantaneous acceleration, last step. Hence instantaneous acceleration of the particle is a is equals to limit of delta t tends to 0. Instantaneous acceleration can be written as a average acceleration, magnitude of average acceleration. So here average acceleration value you can write by equation 4. A with equation 4, limit of delta t tends to 0. So 4 equation just write here, v by r delta r divided by delta t from 4. So take v and r constant outside. A is equals to v by r, limit ಅನ್ನು ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, limit of delta t tends to 0, you will get delta r divided by delta t. Now from equation 5, limit of delta t tends to 0, magnitude of r delta t, we can write it is a v. Can we write v is equals to limit of delta t, whole thing can be replaced by simply v from equation 5. A is equals to v upon r into v from equation number 5. What you will get? A is equals to v square upon r. This is equation number 6. This is the required equation for centripetal acceleration. Therefore, equation 6 represents required equation for centripetal acceleration. So this equation 6 indicates what? Acceleration, centripetal acceleration, that is v square upon r. And also ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿತ್ರಿ equation 5 marks derivation completed up to equation number 6. And also we know that v is equals to r omega. You know this one, the relation v is equals to r omega. What is the relation here? Linear velocity to the angular velocity. Then equation 6 becomes just a substitute a value of v. V is equals to v ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿದೆ, r square omega square upon r. 1 r get cancel out, remaining thing will be r omega square. And also you know that omega is what? Angular frequency. Yesterday you have derived the relation 2 pi f. Just substitute the value of omega. Take it as equation number 7. Then equation 7 becomes, what you will get ba? A is equals to r as it is, omega antandre 2 pi f whole square and write the answer. A is equals to 2 square andre 4, pi square, f square, r in terms of angular frequency. Is it clear? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೆಂದಿ ಇದೆ, 1-2 times ಬರೆದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ತಿಳಿತದೆ. ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್. ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಓವರ್. Take it fast. We'll solve few more problems. So this is the last derivation of your motion in a plane, but you are having one surprise. So for tomorrow test, this derivation is not there. So be relaxed. Next class test anta tagotini, Thursday or Friday. In that class test, you are having this derivation. Up to centripetal acceleration definition vargunu naale niಮಗೆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. Completed ma? ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಡೆರಿವೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾತಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಹಾಕ್ರಿ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಡೈಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಬರೀತೀರಿ, ರೈಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಫಿಗರ್ ಬಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಿಗರ್ ಎ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್, ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಟೈಮ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಬಿ ಇಂದ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್. ದೆನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಎವರೇಜ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಷನ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಬರೀತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ, then delta v ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, what you will do, you are taking the triangles, similar triangles, that is AOB and PCQ. So similar triangles ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, base to the side and base to the side of two triangles ಎರಡೂನು ರೇಷಿಯೋ ತಗೋತೀರಿ. ರೇಷಿಯೋ ತಗೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, simplification ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, you will get the some answer. After that you are going to take a magnitude of average acceleration. ಒಂದೆರಡು ಸಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಮ್ಮ? Can we find up this class? We'll go for problem section. And the class part is clearly understood now. So this is the expression for a centripetal acceleration. AC is equals to V square upon R. Just if you simplify this V value, problem section help agutta. So in problems they will ask that equation. So in terms of angular frequency, just replace V value, that is R omega. Square it and you will get the answer. Can I erase the board? ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಾಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಶೀಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಲಾಗ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ ಪುಟ, ಲಾಗ್ ಟೇಬಲ್, ಲಾಗ್, ಸೈನ್, ಕಾಸ್, ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು ಲಾಗ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ? ಓಕೆ, ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಇದೆ ಫಾರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಲೈವ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಗ್ ಟೇಬಲ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಂತ, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ಕೋರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್ ಆದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಂತ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಬುಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಲಾಗ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ 10 or 15 rupees it is available. In your board exams your scientific calculator is not allowed, you have to use a log table for problem section. Right, ready now? See the first problem. A cricketer can throw a ball to a maximum horizontal distance of 100 meter. How much high above the ground can the cricketer throw the same ball? So only cricketer idare. So he is throwing the ball. He is throwing the ball. Let us imagine he is the cricketer. He is throwing the ball. So at how much distance he is throwing the ball? Horizontal distance. It covers minimum 100 meter. 100 meters distance cover ಆಗುವಷ್ಟು he projecting the ball. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? Next what they are asking, how much high above the ground. So initial velocity if you know means you can calculate it directly about the maximum height, but they didn't give a velocity. ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ initial velocity, ಎಷ್ಟಿಂದ ಬಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, that you have to calculate. And once you calculate from initial velocity at highest point where it will reaches, ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿಂದ ಹೋಗಿತೀರಿ ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ತದ, ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಹೈಟ್ h. And they are given a range from point of projection and where the ball will reaches the ground. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಲ್ ಬಂದು ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ u ಇಂದ ನೀವು ಬಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ತರ ಒಗಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕವರ್ ಸಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಹೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಟ್ಟ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅದು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೀಚಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್. Imagination yourself, just see here, this is the ball. If you are projecting means ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಹೋಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಟಚ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಗಿವನ್ ಡಾಟಾ what they are given ma maximum horizontal distance how much it is r max that is equals to 100 meter. What you have to calculate maximum height h is equals to question mark and theta you have to calculate. If you know the theta you will get a initial velocity, right? You know the formula for maximum height. By using the maximum height formula you can calculate a theta. We know that h max maximum height is equals to u square sin square theta divided by 2g. This is the formula we are going to use here. Initial velocity you know, you don't know. Wait. Better to take a condition. What they are mentioned here? Maximum horizontal distance. ಯಾವಾಗ maximum ಆಗತ್ರಿ? Horizontal distance u square upon g. This is sin 2 theta. So when this range will become maximum, if theta value, the theta becomes 45, then your sin 2 into 45. How much you will get, ma? Sin 90. So sin 90 is 1. So this is the maximum value. Maximum value for a horizontal. Then your above equation becomes what? R max is equals to u square upon g into 1. Artha agtidena? So don't use a h max. Simply use a range. Range enide u square upon g into sin 2 theta. Next, illi theta value gottilla. Then you can consider maximum horizontal distance because they are mentioned in the question. That's why to get a maximum horizontal distance, write the condition. If theta is 45, then sin 90 becomes 1 because 2 into 45 is 90 and sin 90 is 1. So r max is equals to u square upon g. Just cross multiply. U square is equals to r max into g. You know the value of r max, that is 100 into g. Let us take it as a equation 1. Now you are throwing the ball, is it? So that is a vertical motion. So for vertical motion, what is the equation? Equation of motion for 1D. V square is equals to u square plus 2gh. Instead of s you can write a h because you are calculating the h. What about v value? V is the final velocity. So ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಬಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರೆ certain height reach ಆಗಿ it will be at a rest position. Momentarily it will be at a rest. Then v value will be 0. What about the u square? You know here u square. u ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? under root 100 into g. Now acceleration g value ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಗೋತೀರಿ? Vertically upward ಇದೆ. Then acceleration value will be minus. A is equals to minus 9.8 meter per second square. Then you have to calculate a h. H is equals to question mark. Substitute the values. What you will get? 0 square is equals to u square can be written as 100g square plus 2 into minus 9.8 into h. Here square and square root get cancel out. So this is 0. This minus round you are bringing to left side means what you will get? Plus 2 into 9.8 into h is equals to 100g. So here 9.8 and g get cancel out. G value is also 9.8. Then h is equals to 100 divided by 2. How much you will get? 2 ones are 2 5s are. That is 50 meter. So if you are throwing the ball with a velocity of under root 100 into g, then how much distance it will cover, ma? 50 meter. Artha agtidena? Is it clear? Taken? अभी ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆನಾ ವಾಯ್ಸ್? Can I erase the board? Taken? Read the second question. What they are given? Ceiling of a long hall is 25 meter high. So there is a hall and hall height is how much ma? From ground to ceiling it is a 25 meter. So write here given data. First given data ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ. given data ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So h is given, that is 25 meter. Next, what is the maximum horizontal distance that ball throw with a speed of 40 meter? Means initial velocity they are given, how much it is? 40 meter per second. So if you are throwing the ball at initial velocity 40 meter per second means how much distance will cover? You have to calculate that one. So can go without hitting the ceiling of the ball. So ಇವಾಗ 40 meter per second ಇಂದ ಬಾಲ್ ನ ಮುಗಿತೀರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ವಿತೌಟ್ ಟಚಿಂಗ್ ದ ಹಿಟ್ ದಟ್ ರೂಫ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಸೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟಚ್ ಆಗ್ಲಾರ್ದಂಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕವರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೀಳ್ತದ. ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಷನ್. So you are throwing this ball with 40 meter per second. So ಎಷ್ಟು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇಂದ ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಒಗಿತೀರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, that ball should not touch the ceiling. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನದ ರೂಫ್ ಅದ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ, ceiling that should not touch the wall. So ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ it will reaches a certain height from this point to this one. That horizontal range you have to calculate here. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ, ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Is it clear? Read the question once again. So ceiling of a long hall is 25 meter high. What is the maximum horizontal distance? Horizontal ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ you have to calculate a range. See the difference. Maximum horizontal distance that ball throw with a speed of 40 meter per second. So ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಇಂದ ಒಗಿತೀರಿ, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 40 meter per second. See what are the given data here? H and initial velocity is given. So by using the maximum height can you calculate the theta? ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ರೇಂಜ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು, u square upon g sin 2 theta. So this is the formula. G you know, u you know, but theta you don't know. So first ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, theta ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ h ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? So what is the h formula here? h ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, maximum height. We know that maximum height h is equals to formula u square sin square theta divided by 2g. So h ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 25 is equals to u is 40 square sin square theta divided by 2 into 9.8, right? Now cross multiply. Tell me the answer. Right. So 25 into 2 into 9.8, that is equals to, this will be 1600 sin square theta. If you multiply 25 into 2 into 9.8, how much you will get? 490 is equals to 1600 sin square theta. Just to take the 1600 to left side, 490 divided by 1600 is equals to sin square theta. Then 490 divided by 1600, how much you will get ma? Sin square theta is equals to 0.3062. Now you want to calculate a theta, then square it, take a square root. Sin theta is equals to under root 0.3062. Square root ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 0.55. So time being you can use a scientific calculator if it is possible. Sin theta is equals to 0.5533. Now you want to calculate a theta. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? Take this sign to right side. That is sin inverse of 0.5533. Then theta is equals to sin inverse ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? Shift of sign 0.5533. You will get 33.6 degree. This is the theta value. Now once you know the value of theta, you can calculate a range. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಏನೇನು ಗಿವನ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾವು ರೇಂಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು u square upon g sin 2 theta. See here r is equals to u ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಮ್ಮ 40 square into sin of 2 into theta ಅಂದ್ರೆ 33.6 degree divided by 9.8. So range is equals to, so 2 into 33.6 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ 67. 2 into 33.6 you will get 67.2. So it is 1600 into sin of 67.2. So sin of 67.2 divided by 9.8. So r is equals to 1600 into 0.9218 divided by 9.8. So if you calculate means what you will get? Range. R is equals to simple. So 33.6 ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಲಾಗ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ದಾಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೋಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಲಾಗ್ ಟೇಬಲ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಲಾಗ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಮಂಡೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ 1600 into 0.9218. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್? ಪುಟ್ಟ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ ವಾಯ್ಸ್? ಫೈನಲ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತ ಹೇಳಿ? 1600 into 0.9218 divided by 9.8, 150.5 meter. 150.5 meter. This is the range value, maximum range you have to calculate. Clear? Tilita? Now go for third one. ಕೇಳಿಸಿದೆ ಪುಟ? Right. See the third one. ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಡಾಟಾಸ್? A body is projected up with the initial velocity u is given. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹೇಳಿ ಸೇವಾ. Yes, tell me. Okay, third one. A body is projected with the initial velocity. ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ initial velocity? u is 25 meter per second. Next ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Angle is given. Theta is how much ma? 35 degree with the horizontal. You have to calculate maximum height. First one, maximum height, question mark. Next one, time taken to reach the maximum height. See here. So this is the maximum height to reach the maximum point, and this is the total time of flight, capital T. This will be time of descent to reach a maximum point to ground point. Difference ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? So you have to calculate a TA, not the T. ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? You have to calculate B. TA is equals to question mark. Then C, horizontal range, R is equals to question mark. So theta and the initial velocity is given. Direct is there. Just apply the formula and calculate. ಮನೇಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಉಳ್ಕಿದ 6 ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವ, ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಂಡೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಂತ. ಕೇಳಿಸಿದೆ ಪುಟ? ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ರೀ? ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಹೈಟ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ u square sin square theta divided by 2g. See here, u ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, theta ಅಂದ್ರೆ 35, ಇದು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, g ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 9.8. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಹಿಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ta ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ u sin theta divided by g. Here u is known, theta is known, g is known, value ಬರ್th calculation ಮಾಡಿ. And the range formula will be u square upon g sin 2 theta. ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? The same thing you have to follow for the remaining 3 problems. Did you try it, ma? ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Okay. Next, any doubt? ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ?